Hey guys, welcome to another 72 DPI online video. Today I'm excited. We are going to be unboxing Terror Below. This is a game that came out back in October of 2019, so it's not quite a new game, but we've just picked up our first copy. I've been looking forward to getting this to the gaming table for a long time now, so let's go ahead and unbox it and see what we've got. So the game was designed by Mike Elliott, and all the art and everything like that was done by Eric Hibbeler. So yeah, should be some pretty cool artwork. We've got a very thematic type of game here. You might recognize some of these creatures here. It's not the same IP, however, you know, it's still looks like it could be a lot of fun. So what we're going to do today is we're actually going to go ahead, unbox the entire thing, brand new out of the box. This is what you get when you purchase a regular version. This is not the Kickstarter version, so we don't have the extra expansion set or anything like that. This is strictly just what's in the box when you go to your local game store and pick it up or purchase it on Amazon. This is everything that we've got for Terror from Below. Or I keep saying Terror from Below. It's just Terror Below. So yeah, let's go ahead and crack it open. One thing I do want to let you know, these videos, we're not going to be reviewing the game because 9 times out of 10 I haven't played it yet. We're going to simply just be looking at like the core components. We're going to be looking at kind of build quality, the inside of the box, and like kind of what types of actual box containers are inside there, and like game organizers and things like that. We're going to be looking at that kind of stuff and the physical aspect of it, and kind of showing you guys what all there is inside the game itself. So like I said, no review. That will be coming later on after we actually get the game to the table a few times and kind of an idea of what's what our final thoughts are. So let's go ahead and dive into Terror Below. So when we first open it up, we are greeted with a I thought that was a picture. You see me grab for that? Like I literally tried to pick that picture up. We've got what looks to be a Polaroid picture of the box art. This must be the game manual. I love it when games kind of take themselves a little serious and kind of really flush out the actual components of the game itself. Like everybody knows that there's going to be, you know, an instruction manual, right? Every game comes with one. That's just the way it is. But when a company takes the time and actually like designs like the, you know, the graphics and design, it has like product design around it, and you kind of makes me kind of a little giddy inside. I'm not gonna lie. Now keep in mind it's very simplistic, but you know, it's got a little bit of care, you know, a little bit of care in there, a little bit of pizzazz. So that's the actual game manual. We've got the game's published by Renegade Game Studio. We got a nice advertisement booklet there. Always a nice thing for like newer gamers and things like that. If you find a game company that you like, or a designer, a publisher, whatever the case may be, you can definitely use this as a way to kind of branch out a little bit. So we've got our game publisher catalog here. Let's see here. Let's pull out this. So this is nothing. Ooh, here we go. So here's the game board. Ooh, it's kind of a chunky one. Holy smokes. So, alright. So we've got like a 6-fold game board here. Looks like it might be double-sided. Yeah, looks like we got a little bit of a double-sided action here, guys. So I apologize, you won't be able to see the whole thing from my above camera, but you've got like, this looks like ooh, okay, ramping the cavern. Okay, so maybe there's a couple different actual game modes that you can play. So this just looks like the core game here. So yeah, okay, so very nice. That's nice sturdy cardboard, which is nice to see. I'm always worried about folding components, just because when you fold it so many times, eventually that paper is just going to break down. And that's one of the things that worries me so much. You know, the nice thing about this is it's a thicker cardboard, a cardstock, so I'm hoping that the actual seams here hold and, you know, last a while. That's one thing that always has me worried, is the actual like bend of those cardboard. Okay, so now we've got some punch outs here. I'm not going to go ahead and punch all these out. We'll just kind of give you an idea. Okay, so they come out nice and easy. Looks like we've got like some victory point type things that are double-sided. Looks like everything is double-sided. We got some really cool artwork for some of these different. Looks like there's a couple different worm characters here. So a couple different worm characters. Like I said, I'm not going to punch all of them out. It looks like they come out pretty easy, which is nice. So there's another one. So yeah, it's some nice heavy-duty cardboard. Doesn't look like there's any rough edges or anything like that after you punch them out. Looks like you got there's a general store, state police station. You got a government facility, hospital. So it looks like those actually go into a couple of different locations. So that might add some variety to your gameplay experience. I do know from watching the game being played that these 1, 2, and 3 with the crosshairs on them, those are for where the actual worms are underground. So in this game, you're going to be rolling dice and using movement cards to kind of move your character around the game board and actually picking up the eggs that these worms lay and bringing them back to a government facility or something like that, and you gain victory points based on what you do. You can also obtain weapons and things like that to actually fight the worms, but these little markers, the 1, 2, and 3, those markers are actually used to show you where the worm is underground. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, the components, the punch outs are nice, sturdy, high quality. Looks like some really nice artwork in there. We've got a couple different little miniature items here. So it looks like these are the eggs. So you got a couple different colors. So you got some orange, light blue, purple, and like a maroon type of color. So those are pretty neat. Solid construction, injected molded, obviously. So you got some quality there. You could probably paint those, although I don't know if you would want to paint them, depending on the game, how the actual game plays. If you need to know what color is what. I mean, obviously they're different colors for a reason. But I could see, someone maybe leaving the base a certain color or painting them a certain shade so that they look a little bit more thematic, I guess. So there's that. You got a couple of dice, 6-sided dice. You've got like an orange one and like a blue, robin egg blue one. It's pretty cool. Just normal 6-sided dice. Oh, these are neat. These are really cool. So you've got, looks like these might be character cards. These might be your character pieces. They're like, they almost look like they're wood. Yeah, it looks like they're wooden, like little cars. Like you got like a Jeep, you got like a Hummer, station wagon. Looks like you got like a minivan in there. Oh, you got oh yes, you've got the Mustang. You got the muscle car in there. So you've got the soccer mom van, and then you've got the muscle car. So I'm wondering if those are actual pieces. Those are probably pieces for the characters, would be my guess. Like I said, I haven't played the game before, but it's nice to see them take the game. Like I said, it's all about that theme, like carrying that theme through everything, whether it's through the pieces themselves, through the instruction manual, through the dice. Carrying. They could have very easily just threw in white dice with the black pips on them. Like that's very very simple. But the fact that they took the time, made their own dice, they're thematic to the color scheme of the actual game itself. It's just nice. You've got some standees, some stands for the actual worms themselves. So I'm not sure if they actually come out and go across the board or anything like that, but you're able to stand those up. I'm not sure. These look like pieces of rock or something. I'm not really sure. I think they go on the board somewhere, maybe track something, or maybe they're obstacles of some sort. But they're like plastic, like a plasticky feel. They're not wood, so they're more like the eggs, but they're a little shiny. Different forms and stuff like that. So we'll put those back in there. So those feel solid. So far, I'm very impressed with the components. I really am. It's nice. It's kind of a breath of fresh air when companies don't cut corners on their actual components and take some care, take some pride in their work. just let's hope the gameplay is just as good. So we got 2 decks of cards here. Let's see if we can open up this first deck. This has got a worm on the front of it. Blaster. Actually, we've got 3 decks of cards. Excuse me, 3 decks of cards. So Blaster. Okay, so these are like Boomer. Okay, so these are like different. So you got Blaster, you got Boomer. Okay, and looks like they've got different numbers on them and stuff like that. So there's a little bit of variation between, you know, the different kinds. So like this Boomer is a 5-2 and this is a 6-3. I have no idea what that means, but it looks like there's some type of variation between what's out there. Mist Tentacles, okay. Screamer. The Queen. Ho ho. Looks like this might, yeah. Alright, so you've got a deck of what looks to be like worm cards. Now we've got a deck of what looks to be character cards. So I do know you get a certain number of these characters to play as. Oh, there's a dog. And you basically take on the role of that character, and each one has a specific ability that they can do, which is, it's interesting, has a little bit of variation. So that's that. So you get character cards, you get worm cards, and then here's like helper cards, so turn sequence, which is nice. Ooh, they got some nice artwork on the back. That's nice. Okay, so yeah, those different cars. So here you go. So there's different cars associated for each player, so you get to pick a certain car that you want, and then here's your car or whatever. I wonder if the actual cars themselves, are these the exact same? It doesn't look like it. Looks like your vehicles are the same. Oh no. Yeah, it looks like the vehicles are all the same, which is, I guess that's okay. I mean, it might have been a little bit of a balance issue to try and figure out, you know, is the Hummer louder than the minivan, than the Jeep or whatever. That might have been another way to add like a special, you know, another action, kind of like each character has their own special action where each vehicle has their own. But again, balancing issue, maybe they thought of that, who knows. Solo mode, here we go. So you've got a solo mode card in here as well, which is nice. Solo rules reminder. So there's a reminder card for solo players. This looks like an item deck. So like I said, you'll be moving with cards and things like that. That will show you kind of where to move and how to do it. And so let's see here. We've got, I'm just going to kind of thumb through some of these because I don't want to like give away everything. So you've got, yeah, there's like boots and stuff. Oh wow, look, so they're, even though these are kind of like the worm cards where they've got the same card but they do different things. So like this has got 3 arrows to the left, 3 arrows to the right, up, up, down, down, up, left, things like that. Okay. Bicycle. Okay, so then here's some different cars and motorcycles. 18-wheeler. Oh, here's more cards, more worm cards. Okay. So there's some item cards. That's interesting. And then last but not least, what are these? It's got a couple different colors. This says delivery. Oh, okay, so I'm kind of seeing a pattern here. So it looks like these might be like kind of like bounty cards or like kind of quest cards or side quests or whatever. So you can deliver a blue egg to the general store and you get maybe 2 victory points is what it looks like. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. Looks like yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple different egg colors and different locations, different victory point totals, things like that. That's really cool. Okay, so those are like your bounties. Here's a hunt card. Okay, so this one looks like, okay, so it looks like they've got the different worm characters and different victory points and things like that under hunt cards. So those are like bounties. Here's more delivery cards, but those require one or the other eggs. Okay, one or the other. And then these are, what are these? These are different. Okay, different weapons. Alien snare gun. Okay. Trucker hat. So these are different like item cards, like the half cards. They're not quite the same size. So these might not tell you which way to move and stuff like that. But these probably alter the game in some way or alter your turn in some way, which is pretty cool. The card quality seems really nice. It's kind of got a glossy feel to it. They're nice, a nice thickness. They're not. I mean, they're obviously going to crease and stuff like that if you bend them hard, but they'll definitely last. You know, I've seen thinner, weaker cards, and this is definitely kind of a medium to heavier card stock. So that's nice to see. They also give you some extra baggies. That is huge. I can't tell you, and I mean, they've kind of got everything, you know, baggied up as is. Obviously, you'll need bags for the cards themselves, so I'm assuming that's what these are for. So I really do appreciate that. As far as like the box is concerned, you know, there's really, you got a lot of sets of cards here. But it's nice, they give you a little bit of an insert here. They at least gave you the baggies to kind of fill the box up. I wonder, how does the board fit? This is something that always bothers me, is how does this board fit? Okay, so it fits this way. Looks like you got a little bit of a rough edge there. Yeah, so it looks like if you fit the board will fit across this way, it won't fall into the pieces, so you're good to go that way, so you won't scratch up the actual board itself. So that's nice. It's, you know, it doesn't have a lot of components like some of the games that I'm used to, you know, kind of like Dead of Winter and stuff like that, where it literally takes another box to carry, you know, the components, or things like Mansions of Madness, where like you've got different cards that you need to have available at different points in time. These are, you know, 60 card or so decks that you can kind of put in these bags for storage, and then they're all pretty self-identified by the backs. So you've got like the worm cards have the red, you've got the movement cards that are in green, these are probably purple, yep, and you've got the character cards, which are purple. So all in all, I'm pretty impressed. Not a bad setup as far as like the actual components go. The box is, you know, the insert is not the bare minimum, but it's not an empty box. So it's nice that you have a way to keep the actual game board up off of the other components, so it doesn't get scratched up or you don't smash or bend any other cards. Okay guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you leave a comment down below. What did you think about this game? Have you played it before? Would you like us to run kind of like a live event to kind of show off how to play the game? We're really, I know I for one am a huge fan of the actual Tremor series. I know this isn't themed after that, but it's very, very close. Everything but the name, essentially. But at any rate, I'm looking forward to getting it to the table. Let me know what you think about this type of video. We're going to be planning a lot of these going forward, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, make sure that you are subscribed, because we will be doing a video review of the game itself after we get a few games under our belts to kind of get an idea of how the game plays, balancing, and, you know, just overall, you know, fun value to be had inside the box. So again, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, hit the little bell notification so you see exactly when we upload videos, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.